Um, Good afternoon, all my viewers all over the world, my friends, my loved ones. Thank you so much for joining this live broadcast. My name still remains Samuel, and I'm always here to share with you godly messages, those messages that will help you in the process of life. So at this point, we are going to talk about marriage. And the subtopic there is tips that help marriage. Simple tips that help marriage. Most of us, we are there already. We are married people, and some of you are not getting married yet. Or whether you are already in marriage, or whether you are planning to get married, these tips is for you. It will help you in the process of life. It will help your marriage to work. So all you need to do is for you to pay attention and then receive this wisdom. God bless you so much. Okay, the first thing I'm going to talk about is communication. Communication is the basic tips that help marriage to work. And so communication is something that we must not do without when it comes to marriage. If you want your marriage to stand a test of time, if you want your marriage to work, if you want your marriage to advance, to move forward, then communication must be involved. You must communicate with your wife. Wife communicate with your husband. There is no room for hiding secrets. The reason why God puts you together is for you to share your problem to one another. At this point, you both have become one blood and one flesh. So at this point, you don't suppose to hide any secrets. The Bible says, and they were naked, and they were not ashamed. Both of you are now one. And that is how God programmed it. And so you ought to share your problem, your issues to your spouse. You don't need to hide anything from your husband. Husband, don't hide anything from your wife. The reason why so many marriages today has been scattered, the reason why people experience divorce in marriage today, the basic things there is lack of communication. Lack of communication. So when communication is in place, there is no how your marriage will not work. There is no how. Because communication is one of the things that God has made and put in place for your marriage to move forward. You might have solution towards your husband's problem. Your husband might have solution towards your own problem. But if you refuse to share your problem to each other, then that problem will remain. And guess what? That problem might destroy you and destroy your marriage. The Bible says two are better than one, for they have good reward. in their works, that if this one feel cold, this other one will make the other one warm. That is the essence of God putting you both together. So don't hide your spouse any secrets. Let there be no secret among you. Open up, and let me tell you, any husband or any wife that take each other's secrets for granted or take advantage of each other just because he or she always tell him or her a secret is not a matured person. It's not supposed to be in marriage, because I come to understand that the reason why so many spouses hide their secrets from their partner is because their partner always take advantage of their secrets, especially when it comes to finances. When you tell your spouse that you have certain amount of money in which you want to use it and do a particular thing, all his or her mind will be on that money. Some spouse will not even go to work again. All his eyes, all her eyes must be on that money. And until that money finish, he will not rest. I know that is why so many spouses hide their secrets, because their partner always take advantage of their secrets. So that leads us to understanding. We are done with communication now. That leads us to understanding, because if both of you understand each other, that God has brought you together to be husband and wife, to be brothers and sisters, to be one blood, to be one flesh, then you wouldn't have taken advantage of each other's secret or weakness. You are there to help each other. After creation, God sit down and think, how will man survive alone? How will man take care of all these beautiful garden that have given unto him? Will he be able to dress this garden alone? Will he be able to take care of this whole garden alone? And God summarized that he must create and help meet to meet man's need. And so God had to create Eve and attach to Adam as an helpmeet. So that is why husband and wife are to help each other to advance. You are to support each other. That is simple understanding that you both must have, that you are there to help each other. You are not there to destroy each other. You are not there to take advantage of each other. You are not there to steal each other's joy, but you are there to make sure that each other's joy is restored and full. So understanding must be involved. I know both parties comes from different families that have different beliefs. Some come from different countries, some come from different nations, different states, with different beliefs and norms, different traditions. And some comes from a family that don't have, a proper home training. And the other one maybe sometimes come from a home that have proper home training. The other one comes from a home that have good moral life, and the other one is zero when it comes to moral life. So that is when understanding must come in. You must try to understand each other's weakness and try to make sure that you understand him or her, and also when it is proper time for you to analyze the mistakes, analyze that life, analyze those things, those mistakes she has been making, you do it, but let it be in a proper time. There is time you can, point out faults and your partner will listen. But there is a time you point out that fault, your partner will not listen. He would think maybe you are spiting him or her. There is a proper time to do that, to make corrections, and let it be in love. Let it be out of care. Am I talking to somebody? So, beloved friends, understanding is one of the basic tools that help marriage to work, that make marriage a beautiful one, that make marriage to stand a test of time. Understanding. You must understand each other's behavior, lifestyle, the way you speak to each other, the way you behave to your partner, your mode of communication, everything. You must apply understanding. And that is what makes you a matured person. And that's what makes you to be qualified to be in marriage. Because there are so many people, based on their characters, their qualities, they are not supposed to be in marriage because they are not matured. They are still a baby, though they have grown up, but their lifestyle still shows baby. So that is why communication, understanding will help your marriage to work. Another thing is transparency. Transparency. You have to open up to one another. Like I said before, do not hide anything. Be an open-minded partner. Open up. Don't harbor anything in your mind. Because the thing you harbor in your mind that you have not yet solved will become a problem for you tomorrow. Will become a problem to your marriage. And guess what? If you continue to harbor some secrets, if you continue to harbor some things in your mind, it might develop sickness. So be transparent in the area of finances. Be transparent in the area of fidelity. In every aspect, be transparent. Let your spouse trust you. Let your partner believe in you and know that you are a genuine person. So, transparency is another tools and tips that will help your marriage to work. To help your marriage to work. Another thing is trust. Let your partner trust you. Be trustworthy. Because most of the things that happens in your home and you take advantage of those things, your partner is trying to test you. But guess what? At times you fail the test. and your spouse know the kind of person that you are. Sometimes they will not tell you. And as such, your spouse cannot trust you. He may entrust you with her mate. He may entrust you with her sister, with your husband. He might entrust you with money, and see how you will handle those things, whether you fall in. And because you are not matured and you don't have deeper understanding of what marriage is, you just fall in. And your spouse, your partner cannot trust you again. And for that reason, it can never entrust any tangible things in your hand, under your care, because you can't handle anything good, anything treasury, you can't handle it. So your spouse cannot trust you. So be trustworthy. Be the kind of person that your spouse will trust, such that even if your spouse travel for months and there is a mate in your home, in your house, you know that you can never cross boundary. You can never sleep with the mate. Why? Because he trusts you, she trusts you. So, and another thing, don't be pretentious. Don't pretend. One day, if you pretend, one day, your true life will come forth. Because there is no secret that we hide forever. The sun will bring it forth. The light will show it. So that is one of the things that you must know about marriage. Trust. Trust will help your marriage to work. Trust. And there are so many other things which I've not mentioned. But before I end this live broadcast, let me say this one. Assumption. Stop assuming things that is not intending. If your husband or if your wife behave abnormally and you know that that is not the character, that is not the attitude of your partner, instead of you to assume things, get close to him or her and ask what the problem is, and guess what, do it at a proper time. There is a time you approach your partner to discuss or to communicate or to relate with him or her. He or she will not listen. Rather, it might even strike, because you don't know the kind of mood he or she is right that time. You don't know what happened in the office. You don't know what happened in the road. You don't know the kind of news that maybe she or he has been heard, and the thing just disturb him or her. So, trying to communicate with her that time might be a problem. And sometimes you begin to assume maybe she has another man outside, maybe he has another woman outside, maybe this, that, all that. You begin to assume. Assumption is bad when it comes to marriage, because sometimes you assume things that is not true, things that are not intended. So assumption must be avoided in marriage. Try to know what the problem is and see how you can solve it, rather than assuming things. And that takes us to another tip, which is third party. I'm not saying you shouldn't invite people into your marriage, but know the kind of people that must be involved in your marriage, because the real deal is both of you, husband and wife, is the real deal in marriage. Every other person are secondary. The primary people in marriage is husband and wife, not the other way around. So if need be for you to involve third party, then know the kind of third party you involve. Let it be somebody that will come to build your marriage, not somebody that comes with ulterior motive, because these days a lot of women has collected people's husband out of ignorance of the wife. So these days a lot is happening. They even have wrong intentions, intention of killing the wife so that they will take over the husband. And you think that person is your friend. And so you narrate everything that happens in your home, all the secrets, everything. When you get to your friend, you tell him or her everything, and your friend will know everything about your home, and you don't know that your friend somehow is evil. So know the kind of person you invite into your marriage. Like I said, there are people that come to build, and there are people that are come to destroy. These days, not everybody that like every progress people are making. Your own friend might even jealous you of your progress and try to make sure that he or she stop that progress or enjoy that progress and push you away. That's what is happening now. The world is so wicked, and the world is in the hand of the wicked one. So anything can happen at any time. So when it comes to marriage, know the kind of people you invite into your marriage. You don't need to narrate all the story, everything that happens in your marriage to people. Your marriage is supposed to be between you and your husband and God. If need be for you to invite any third party, let it be somebody you know. Your spirit, the Spirit of God, let you know that this person is coming to build. Because somehow there is something that happened, there is issues and circumstances, there is challenges in marriage that husband and wife cannot solve by themselves. Maybe they tried, they couldn't, and they need somebody. Let it be somebody you know that can help. Maybe a counselor, maybe God-fearing pastor, not all these occultic pastors. You know, maybe if your parents could help, you know that they could help. Then if they are good people, you can, you know, there's nothing wrong in for inviting people into your marriage. You know, few persons, you know they can help. But be careful. Be careful when doing that. Know the type of people. So God bless you as you listen to this. And another thing, you must be an helper in your marriage. Marriage is a responsibility. Marriage is not just a title. I'm a married man, I'm a married woman. But when it comes to responsibility, you are zero. Marriage is responsibility. You have to help each other. You must not take every responsibility upon your wife, especially when it comes to choice. House choice, domestic choice. There is only a woman that's supposed to